I charge you, Jesus of Nazareth, under oath by the living God. It is rumoured.
On trial, Jesus of Nazareth. And followed through the streets not by his disciples, but by the people of Devizes.
Do you really think you are king of the Jews?
My kingdom is not of this world.
A Passion play was last performed here 10 years ago. Today was proof that the story can still draw a huge crowd.
I'm just overjoyed. I'm overjoyed at the performances. I'm overjoyed at the commitment of the cast. And it's just wonderful to see so many people hearing the story. And for some, it might be the first time they've ever heard the story.
Traditionally, Passion plays were performed by townspeople, and this was no exception, the main role being played by the local vet.
It goes in a flash, actually. I think that's the thing. I just hope that it touched the hearts of the audience. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to touch people's hearts and Devizes and beyond, and just show them a little bit of Christ today.
It is finished!
Steve Nibbs, BBC Points West, Devizes.
Well, sirs, have you come for me?
We want Jesus of Nazareth.
Up with the timber! Again, no more. It is finished! Father in heaven, into your hands I commit my soul!
The story leading up to Good Friday is one of betrayal by Jesus' closest friends in the midst of the political manoeuvring of the elders of the Jews. The elders were determined to see an end to this perceived threat to their control, especially after his recent triumphal entry to Jerusalem, known to Christians as Palm Sunday. He was to go through a show trial, humiliation, flogging, and then to suffer one of the worst forms of execution, crucifixion. We pick up the story after Jesus had spent the evening having supper with his disciples. Later in the evening he spent time in prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane, where with a prearranged signal, a kiss from Judas, he was arrested by the Roman soldiers. The following morning, Good Friday, he was brought before the Sanhedrin, which was the Jewish highest court of justice and the supreme council in ancient Jerusalem.
Make way for the prisoner! Make way for the prisoner!
Much is said in your disfavour, Jesus of Nazareth. It is rumoured that you claim to be able to destroy the temple of God and raise it again in 3 days. Aren't you going to answer? What is this testimony that these men bring against you? What does it mean? I charge you, Jesus of Nazareth, under oath by the living God, answer this question. Tell us, are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One?
If I tell you, you will not believe me. And if I asked you who I am, you would not answer me. But from now on, the Son of Man will be seated at the right hand of God.
God, did you hear that? This is intolerable. It's blasphemy. Let's be quite clear. Let us be quite clear. Are you saying that you are the Son of God?
You say that I am, but I say to all of you, in the future you will see me, the Son of Man, coming on clouds of glory from heaven.
What more evidence do we need? We have heard it from his own lips. This man is a dangerous blasphemer. Take him to Pilate.
He's upsetting the delicate balance of government.
He's a subversive.
He incites them off. He breaks their religious laws.
And he opposes taxation. Believe me, Pilate, if this man was not a dangerous criminal, we would not have troubled you. But only you have the power to execute someone. He is truly a threat to peace. He claims to be the King of the Jews.
King of the Jews? Well, let's ask him. Are you King of the Jews?
Is that your own idea? Or did others talk to you about me?
Am I a Jew? What do you think? It was your own people who brought you to me. So tell me, do you really think you are King of the Jews?
My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest. But my kingdom is in another place.
Outrageous.
So you are a king then? Pity that all your servants have scuppered.
You are right in saying that I am a king. That is the reason I was born and came into this world, to testify to the truth. Everyone on the side of truth hears my voice.
What is truth? Listen, is what your accusers are saying the truth?
He's a dangerous criminal. That's the truth.
You hear the testimony they bring against you. Aren't you going to answer? See how many things they accuse you of. I find no evidence for a charge against you.
Absolute nonsense.
All you bring me is unsubstantiated accusations.
No.
He suffers from delusions and deserves your pity. And take him away, please.
But he wanders the country, stirring up the people with his teaching. Yes, he's been all over Judea.
Started up there in Galilee, and now he's come all the way down here.
So he's a Galilean. Why are you wasting my time? He comes under Herod's jurisdiction, not mine.
Wasted of time.
So, is it true what they say? Can you walk on water? Can you feed thousands of people? Can you make blind men see? Can you turn water into wine?
No one but his followers saw him walk on water.
They say he calmed a storm, but it would have blown over anyway.
He brainwashed people into sharing their food. He's a danger to the simple-minded.
Ah, but are they right? Or is it all just rumour and exaggeration? Are you a charlatan? Or a confidence trickster?
Whatever miraculous powers he may or may not possess, he is a powerful speaker. He is a rabble-rouser of the First Order. Have you not heard how he entered into Jerusalem on a donkey, and the crowds greeted him and hailed him as their king?
What say you to that? I find this priest's words hard to believe. Looking at you now, where are these crowds of worshipping followers? Have you lost all your supporters as well as all your powers? Oh really? This is very boring. You bring me a man who you claim is a rabble-rouser and whom others say has miraculous powers. Yet all he does is stand there and look pathetic. Are you sure you brought the right man?
Oh, the very one. Only an hour ago he claimed he was the Son of God.
He denies nothing.
And he agrees with everything we say about him.
Then he's nothing but a madman. Here, you! Find him a robe. And you, bring him a crown. Let him play at being king if he wants to. Parade him in front of his followers. They'll soon lose their enthusiasm when they see him for what he is, a feeble-minded idiot! I've wasted enough time with this man. Take him back to Pilate if you really want him dead.
More wasting time.
More time.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Look here. You have brought me this man saying that he was a dangerous revolutionary. I have examined him in your presence and have found no basis for the charges against him.
No, definitely not.
Neither has Herod, for he has sent him back to me. As you can see, he has done nothing to warrant death. I have had him flogged as an example to other would-be rebels. Does that satisfy you?
No, it doesn't satisfy you. Barabbas! All right. Free Barabbas! Free Barabbas! Barabbas! Free Barabbas! We want Barabbas! Barabbas! Barabbas!
What? You would have me free Barabbas?
Yes! Yes!
Yes! The known criminal, the leader of a rebellion? Be reasonable. This man, Jesus, has done nothing to warrant death.
Crucify him! He must die!
He must die!
Jesus must die!
What crime has this man committed? Why would you have me execute him? I have found no warrant for the death penalty.
Crucify him! We demand our Lord! Crucify him! Free Barabbas! Crucify him!
Where do you come from? Why don't you answer me? Don't you realize I have the power to free you or to have you crucified?
You would have no power over me if it were not given to you from above.
I find no basis for the execution of this man. Here is your king, the king of the Jews. Would you have me crucify your king?
We have no king but Caesar! Caesar's our king of the Jews! Crucify him! Yes!
Take him then, if that is what you want. I am innocent of this man's blood. It is your responsibility. Take him away.
Get up.
Put his crown on his head. Come on. We're crucifying a king.
Father, forgive them. They do not know what they are doing.
It's finished!
Looks like it's gone then.
Oh yes.
Job done.
Oh yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay, round break, mate. Get him down. Take them away. Not clear up.
I'm the Reverend Andy Muckle, and I'm the Vicar of West Moors, a village 7 miles north of Bournemouth and Poole. In 2012, I was a veterinary surgeon living in Devizes, and I played Jesus in the Devizes Passion Play. I have extremely fond memories of the whole experience. Well, apart from the cold weather on Good Friday, in my ripped t-shirt I absolutely froze. But there was a real sense of fellowship and camaraderie within the cast. We journeyed together through the rehearsals and along the way of cross, led wonderfully by Nina Woolrich, our director, probably the only lady in the whole world who could have persuaded me to grow my hair and a long beard for 3 months. At the time of the Passion Play, I was exploring a call to ordination, and the Passion Play played a significant part in that. To walk the way of the cross, to feel and sense the passion of Jesus, and to give oneself on the cross was extremely powerful, both spiritually and emotionally. And the journey through the discernment process to ordination has similarities. It's a journey of self-discovery, tears, and also learning to give oneself entirely for God and for others. So I thank God and I thank Nina for the opportunity to be part of the Passion Play, and all those in the cast who were so wonderful to be with. At this difficult time in our lives, the message of God's love is more important than anything, and that message brings us hope. No one knows what this Holy Week and Easter will look like, and as a vicar that is really hard. But I know one thing, that this crisis and this virus cannot change, and that gives me so much hope. Early on the first day of the week, when the women went to the tomb of Jesus, the stone had been moved, and the most amazing event in history had happened. Jesus had risen from the dead, and a new day had dawned for you, me, and all creation. That will be our hope and our joy this Easter. So God bless you all.